Hi guys, good morning. Hi guys. Kamusta kayo? How did you find the Miss Universe prelims? Super nag-enjoy ba kayo? Hi po. Come on, ask me questions now. Anong gusto niyong malaman? Nag-enjoy ba kayo? Hi, good morning. Sino tong Rabia nailed it. Watching from Hong Kong. Hello, good morning. Okay, sige. What do you think about guys, ano sa ako ha, ako nung nakita ko yung gown ni Rabia, sobrang okay, medyo nagulat ako kasi probably I was expecting more, but the yellow gown wasn't bad as you guys had been vocalizing in social media. Ang ganda kaya. Alam mo, for me, the color really pop out of her skin tone, of her dusky skin tone. It really made her a stand out. Ang yun nga lang ang siniisip nyo, baka nahirapan siyang gumalaw kaya medyo ang bagal niyang lumakad. But for me, it was good. It was an unexpected choice. Sige, let's put it that way. Kasi ano bang ina-expect nyo? Thigh-high slit? Ano ba? Maganda kaya yung color. Alam ko ang maganda rin naman yung design. Lalo na yung likod. Fina-follow nyo ba si Fern Amato? Ang ganda kaya sa likod. May effect, may ombre effect na yung likod niya nag-yellow tapos nagko-color white. Tsaka ang ganda nung ano. Oo, pagpalagay niyo na sige na diretso. Pero may binawi sa cape sa likod. Ang ganda kaya ng cape sa likod. Kayo talaga, it made her, it gave so much drama on the dress. Ano po bang issue? Bakit hindi nyo type ang gown? Right? So sige, let's start first. Let's start first on the production side again. I really did not like what I saw because they were rushing the whole, I feel like they were rushing the whole thing, lalo na sa first part wherein they weren't able to give justice to the exposure of the girls because they were calling them out very quick, very fast. Hindi nabibigyan ng moment yung girls on stage. Alam mo yon, parang I was hoping, okay, fine. There's a pandemic right now, you wouldn't want these girls to hold their, you wouldn't allow these girls to come near to the microphones. Pero at least give them as much airtime as possible in presenting themselves on stage. Yun na lang talaga yung pinaka saving grace nung participation nila doon sa show na yon. And it's sad na parang I don't know why there is a rush to make things fast. Are they under time? Meron ba silang hinahabol na oras? So, yun, ay yun yung downside, and maliit yung stage pero given na yon they were able to maximize it. Yun lang, I just felt that they could have done more exposure to the girls. In terms of glamour, it wasn't as glossy as as what we had accustomed to, because again the lighting of the stage was very poor, especially with the ones that we have been reposting. Ang dilim talaga, it was so dark. Alam mo yun, I can't help but compare it to the 2019 edition, wherein at least the 2019 edition, even if the stage was also small, but there were so many lights put to make these girls come out and alive on screen, on stage. But dito, I don't know, there wasn't just lighting all over the place. So it kind of washed out the girls. Alam mo yun, a bit, because wala eh. Parang kasi ito na lang sasabihin ko eh. Ang baseline ko talaga for the glamour aspect of Miss Universe is the one in 2018, because that was really a good production from prelims, from the start all the way till the end. This one, parang although I know there is a pandemic happening, but I still don't feel the glossiness, the glam aspect. Alam mo yon, na sana okay, fine, limited na lang yung mga activities natin. Di bawi na lang tayo sa production aspect. So, yeah, it wasn't as glossy as I had wanted it to be because, di ba, remember, you know, we had been deprived of the glitz and glam for more than a year because of this pandemic. At the very least, bumawi sana sila sa production, but wala. Hindi eh. Adam, hi Michael. Hindi maganda yung gown ni Rabia na mukha siyang maliit. No, I actually think different. I thought it made her look long. Hindi maganda. Nabawi lang. Maganda evening performance. What? Sorry. Nina, Mexico, Australia. No, I did not think Australia shine. I also don't like Thailand's gown either. India, I also did not like India's gown. I've seen those types of dresses before. No. Who else did you mention? Oh, Nepal. Grabe. Nepal. I don't know where I'll put her now. Top 6 or top 5? Which girl will I dislodge in my top 5 right now to give way for Nepal? That's my problem. She really look like Precious Lara Kigaman earlier. With a very, very classy styling. And save for her head spin at the start of her swimsuit turn, yung gumanon siya, everything else, she nailed it. So, Nepal. Of course, India is still is still a strong contender. I was really stunned with her swimsuit turn. But when it came to the gown portion, I did not feel she delivered a solid performance in that aspect. Of course, alam mo, guys, tatanungin niyo ko, may nagtanong, do you think papasok pa ba si Rabia sa top 5? Based sa performance kanina, yes. Wait, where's my list? Where's my... wait. I made a listahan. The girls who performed for me tonight overall, anime. Wait. Nepal, Jamaica, Mexico, grabe si Mexico, Canada, Puerto Rico, and Philippines. I don't know. Yeah, for me. Ewan ko sa inyo, I don't know about you, but for me, Rabia still performed the hell out of it in her evening gown. I don't know what you guys are thinking. I know, siguro ang issue ko lang talaga sa evening gown, ang issue ko lang sa evening gown ni Rabia is her hairstyle. I mean, probably she could have channeled that that Lara Duta vibe wherein she could have made her hair in a bun to give that wow, sophisticated regal aura look. Kasi I also did not get why she let her she pulled she had her hair down for the prelims for the evening gown segment of the competition. Parang that was, I think, the only aspect that kind of pulled her score a bit in that segment of the competition. So now the challenge to aces and queens, or to ever who's handling Rabia right now, is to come out with a perfect look on the evening gown portion of the finals on Monday, because yun ang make or break, yun ang magiging make or break sa kanya. Because let's face it, she really delivered a solid performance in the swimsuit segment of the preliminary competition earlier. In fact, for me, she's one of the top 5 best performers in that round. So imagine mo, when she gets called in the top 21 on Monday, she will definitely ace the hell out of it in the swimsuit competition sa top 21. Now, when she advances to top 10 for the evening gown portion, for the evening gown competition, doon ako medyo hindi ko pa ma-determine kung anong pwedeng mangyari, because I want her and her team to find the best styling look for her on that round. And I think she will be wearing a different gown this time. So kung may issue kayo dun sa yellow gown na yon, wala na, hindi na kayo kakabahan because she'll be switching to another gown. Kung ako ang tatanungin nyo, I want her to do that high bun look that she wore during the Muba cosmetic shoot where she was in a blue fringe dress. That was her best look in the competition so far. And sana maisip yun ng team niya. If you're just going to ask my humble opinion. So for me, maganda yung gown for me. It was an unexpected choice. It made her look long. Siguro nabigatan lang si Rabia because of the heavily encrusted stuff that was put on the dress and because of the cape perhaps din. Pero for me, it was maganda. Ang ganda, para siyang si Lara Duta. Kulang na lang mag-updo siya. Lara Duta na siya. So I don't get why you guys are harping negativity on social media just because the cut of the gown is very simple. Walang masyadong borloloy, walang slit, walang hindi medyo luwa ang boobs, walang masyadong skin. I don't get what you guys are complaining about. Right? So, wag kayong guys, remember, this is, o sige, napagpalagay na natin for the sake of argument that she did not perform in the evening round kanina. Well, ang galing kaya niya sa swimsuit kanina. Ang ganda ng Halabira festive walk niya kanina na pinakita. That was a solid performance. Grabe. Talagang my jaws drop when she came out in her swimsuit turn. And then, let's also take into consideration that the interview component of the prelims has the highest chunk among the 3 segments of the competition. Diba 60%? Tapos yung evening gown and swimsuit are just 40%. At ginalingan pa niya sa swimsuit kanina. Mix lang tayo sa evening gown. O sa tingin niyo, let's average. Let's estimate what scores could you give Rabia. And to be fair to Rabia hindi lahat din ng ibang frontrunners gave a solid performance like India. I did not like India's gown. I mean, she carried it well, but I was underwhelmed with her styling. She was kind of tentative in her evening gown, but the opposite in the swimsuit competition. Who else? Guys, if there is one girl na kinatatakutan ko ngayon who really performed the best in this competition, it is Mexico. Grabe, nasushockot ako kay Mexico. Binabantayan ko na lang si Mexico sa styling siya sa pasarela niya before the prelims. And what we just saw earlier, she just confirmed her favoritism for the crown. Ganun siya kagaling kanina. And don't get me started with her gown earlier. With the gown that she wore earlier. Ang ganda! Ayoko muna i-save lahat ng mga commentary ko kasi I'm gonna do another episode, another commentary about this, which I hope to upload tonight. Ang ganda. Sorry guys, ang daldal ko. Are you enjoying ba? What about Nepal? Yan, Nepal killed it. Nepal killed it. Except for the head spin na hindi ko nagustuhan. The rest, she did well. She really did well. I love her gown. Although we have seen her silver column gown before, ang ganda lang talaga ng rehistro at lakad niya. She really has one of the best transformations. So, whoever Nepalese fan is watching here, you guys have a strong, solid contender right now. You can quote me on this. I don't know who I will dislodge in my current top 5 right now to put or insert in favor of Nepal. I don't know who I will dislodge in my current top 5 to put up Nepal in my list. Ganun ako. She's giving me a headache right now. Guys, alam mo, super pleasantly surprised ako. Sige, magsagot na lang ako ng mga tanong. Ano pa bang mga tanong gusto nyo? Rabia did a solid performance, elegant simplicity. Tsaka guys, ang ganda talaga ng likod ng gown. Ang ganda talaga. Ewan ko ba sa inyo. Alam ko nag-expect kayo. But if you try to make sense out of it, merong symbolism. Yung gown niya, why is it color yellow? It means hope. Tapos yung rising sun, parang the renaissance of a new era. Tingnan niyo yung kay Surfer na parang there's lighting out of darkness. Parang bumabagay dun sa concept or drama or mantra na pinoproject ni Rabia na we keep underestimating her, but here comes her who will give us hope, 'di ba, in the daylight. So yung camera work talagang, kahapon ko pa sinabi yan, 'di ba, sa Natcos, ano ko, I really did not like the camera angling. They were so fast. They were so fast in, hindi pa natatapos yung girl mag-moment on stage. Here comes, they will immediately zoom the camera to the next girl. Kaya naaawa ako kay Dominican Republic kanina sa swimsuit. She wasn't able to, we weren't able to see her pose in the middle because the camera immediately went to the next girl after her. So, ewan ko sa kanila. And then, ito pa, ang hindi ko nagustuhan kanina pala, sa swimsuits kanina, di ba color coordinated sila? Although I love the pastel colors, hindi ko gets yung mga color combination sila. Some girls like Indonesia were wearing red swimsuits, pero ang color nung, ang tawag doon, nung cape, color green. Parang, bakit ganun? Ang pangit tignan sa TV, red and green. Parang, do the girls get to pick their own, their own colors of cape and swimsuit for the competition? Kasi ang hindi matchy-matchy, hindi maganda sa TV. And the swimsuits did not turn out skimpy as I had expected it. Hindi siya ganun pala ka-revealing. Ang ganda pa nga ng rehistro sa TV, sa screen. So, yeah. Hindi pala siya ganun ka-skimpy at all. So, I'm starting to love these Emma Saval swimsuits. Kung may spotlight, oo. Tsaka alam nyo guys, ako natutuwa ako na yellow ang sinuot niya. Because you know why? It really stood out. It really stood out among all the girls who wore nude, white, alam niyo yun. Tapos ang dark pa ng stage, ang dilim. So imagine mo kung dark color ang sinuot ni Rabia on stage, edi lalong hindi natin napansin si Rabia. So mabuti na lang din, saving grace, na she wore a bright color. Kasi kung hindi, lalamunin talaga siya. And I counted, there were only 4 girls who wore yellow. And Rabia really stood out in that color. Hindi ko alam sa inyo guys kung saan nanggagaling yung negativity niyo. Gusto nyo kasi palagi slit gusto nyo drama. Last year, ang issue nyo kay Gazzini, mabigat din dahil nasa tela. Pero, 'di ba, hindi naman, 'di ba? At alam naman natin ang dahilan kung bakit hindi nakapasok si Gazzini sa top 10 was not because of her gown. Tingnan nyo naman, nakapasok pa rin siya sa prelims. So, whether mabigat, the cut was very simple. Like, in this case, kay Rabia, whether we didn't like her hairstyle, it did not matter because at the end of the day, the interviews would be mattering the most. 'Di ba? Balikan nyo nga yung interview kay Brooklyn. Sinabi ba niyang evening gown at swimsuit competition ang dapat pagtuunan ng pansin ng mga girls when they compete in the preliminary competition? 'Di ba? She wants an overall candidate, someone who's not only good in pasarela or showmanship on stage, but also someone who has authenticity, someone who through her showmanship on stage or closed-door interviews can can allow us to see the life that she has lived, 'di ba? Through her words, through her actions on stage. So ewan ko sa inyo, anong issue nyo? Comment naman. Guys, ang ganda ni Cameroon. She was the biggest pleasant surprise of the night. Ang lakas ng rehistro. And her hair even made her a standout. Yes, so ang ganda ni Cameroon. Jamaica as well. She really stood out. Ang linis ng catwalk. Si Indonesia, ang ganda ng styling ni Indonesia. Bigay nyo sa kanya yon. Ang ganda ng styling ni Indonesia. Ang issue ko lang kay Indonesia, hindi ko lang gusto yung color coordination niya doon sa swimsuit niya na red and green. But other than that, actually nga, she kind of reminded me of Teresa Licaros during her styling. Ang ganda 'di ba? Pero nakita mo, she wore green for her gown. Lutang na lutang ang ganda niya. So hindi na ako magugulat kung pasok sa banga si guys, ito, if you're gonna ask me, there are 2 girls who I think underperformed tonight. Oh my God, I think those are Australia and Cambodia. I was also expecting so much from these girls, but for some reason, I don't know if they felt overwhelmed. That's why they were able to give that kind of performance only. Parang they were holding back. They were holding back. I don't know. Lalo na si Cambodia, parang feeling ko, I was expecting more from her. You know, na she would own the stage. Pero when she came out she was fun and flirty during the swimsuit segment of the competition. But when she came out in her green gown, parang she was just walking like a kid. Parang I want her to own it sana, to for her to have a moment in that round, because I know she's very elegant. She has that elegance that na we haven't seen of her. Just like how she shown during her nationals. But for some reason, natabunan talaga siya. I'm so sorry. Peace out to my Cambodian followers here. Si Thailand, okay, fine. She looked beautiful. No doubt, she really looked beautiful. I like that how she took her sweet time in doing her passerella during the swimsuit walk. Hindi siya swimsuit segment of the competition. She wasn't in a hurry to finish it. She kind of reminded me of the same execution she did during her Miss Universe Thailand days, na alam mo yon, na gandang-ganda lang siya sa sarili niya, effortless lang siya lumakad, 'di ba? So, and then when she came out in her gown, I wa it yeah, the gown looked good on her, but I don't know, for some reason I wasn't still wowed. Maybe probably because I haven't seen so much transformation from her. That's why nako-compare ko siya sa Miss Universe Thailand performance niya. She basically did the same thing. What she did in Miss Universe Thailand, she repeated lang tonight. So, nothing new. But then, overall, good. She will definitely make it. So, yes. Yes. And then, there's Puerto Rico, guys. I really love Puerto Rico kanina. Especially during her evening gowns turn. Ang ganda. Reminded me so much of Pia's red gown when she did her first Cherry Hill walk for New York Fashion Week. Or Clarissa Molina. Ang ganda. It was fun and flirty. I know you guys have issues about her styling, but her performance made uh, her performance in her fun and flirty performance made up for her styling. Tsaka ang ganda kaya na styling niya kanina. She wore straight hair lang. She wore straight hair, right? Tama ba nung swim? Teka nga. Nakalimutan. Tignan ko nga. Nakalimutan ko na. Ay, Sir Fern! Hi, Fern! Hi, Josh! Thank you for watching. Oh, balik tayo sa gown ni Rabia. So, guys, I don't know what you guys are complaining about his dress. I really do not know. Ang sasquami ninyo talaga. Hindi ko kayo maintindihan kung saan kayo nanggagaling. Hindi naman nadapa si Rabia. It made her look elegant instead. The yellow complemented her skin tone. Right? The back, kasi yung back lalo niya, if you could only see the back details of her gown, it was really good. It had that ombre effect na you can see the yellow color turning into white sa pagbaba as you go down to her dress. Buti na lang na niro-roll call sila sa dulo, kaya nakita natin yung effect. 'Di ba? So, I don't know what you guys are complaining about. Nagsanay talaga kayo sa thigh-high slits sa mga nude, embellished. 'Di ba? Hindi ko alam Hindi ko talaga alam. Hindi ko alam. Bakit kayo ganyan? Bakit napaka-critical nyo kay Rabia? 'Di ba?
Kailan lang sinabi sa kanila yun eh. So parang yung
Hindi ko alam kung anong pinanggagalingan ninyo. Ano bang comparison ninyo? Yun lang talaga. See? Oh, I haven't seen Catriona's Twitter post. What did she say? Oh, kung si Catriona natuwa sa nakita, bakit kayo hindi matuwa? Alam niyo, masyado kayong mga critical, mga Filipino pageant fans. Ano na rin kaya kayo, mag-aral na rin din tayo ng fashion design para may ambag naman kayo sa sa pageant industry natin kasi nagko-complain lang kayo eh. Hindi ko kayo maintindihan eh. I love the gown. I really like the gown. I don't know why what you guys are talking about. My only siguro the only thing na it could have been na I would want her to improve is her hair. Siguro kung naka-bunch siya talaga, for sure hindi yan ang ganyan ang sasabihin nyo. Kasi I can really imagine um, Rabia doing that Lara Duta vibe for in the finals. Iceland, I love Iceland. Guys, you know what I love about Iceland kanina? Kasi alam mo yun, for me, she had her own moment there in the competition. Because for the longest time, we always have this image of her as that girl next door na alam mo yun, ala Taylor Swift. Pero when she came out in that cobalt blue gown with her wet look hair, I thought I was seeing a different person. Parang from Girl Next Door Taylor Swift vibe, parang naging instant Bond girl na hindi mo ma-explain. I really like her. She really stood out in the evening gown competition kanina. So guys, yun, dito ako nasosyokot kay Mexico. Kay Mexico ako nasosyokot talaga kanina. Sabi ko, babantayan ko lang yung styling niya, pero grabe, ang galing niya. Myanmar, I also love Myanmar kanina. I love her makeup styling. It looks so fresh on her. She really looked the most beautiful. So if she ends up going to top 21 on Monday morning, I wouldn't be surprised. Gandang-ganda ako sa kanya, both on swim and evening gown. Si Dominican Republic, I also like sana in her swimsuit competition, but the high bun, but the high ponytail did not work on her. For me, it kind of looks severe. Who else do you wanna ask? Who else do you want me to give an opinion on? Nicaragua, I think she performed decently. I love her face. She has one of the most beautiful faces in the competition. Ang fluid ng lakad niya, ang linis rin ng lakad niya sa swimsuit. And I also like her silver gown. Pero kasi parang feeling ko mas maraming nag-shine sa kanya than Nicaragua. But Nicaragua performed decently. Who else? Canada! Ang ganda ni Canada Camino, guys. Was Michael Cinco the one who still made her gown? Because I've been hearing cheese na parang hindi na sila nagkatap, hindi na si Sir Michael Cinco ang gagawa ng gown. But the gown, the silver, ano ba yun? Her silver gown really made her a standout. Ang ganda. Ang ganda. Pasok na pasok sa banga si bakla, guys. Else? Yeah. Cameroon's gown is really brilliant. Actually, I already made up my evening gown list. Yeah. Save ko na lang yung commentary ko for later. Who else? I think for me, South Africa delivered more in the swimsuit competition round because I think I saw her personality shine even more. I did not like her evening gown turn. I don't know. Probably it looked dated. For me, that's just my opinion. Di ko bet yung pag-gloves niya. Tapos the color, blue, did not complement on how the overall stage would it did not complement on how the stage gave an effect on her because the lighting was really poor. How about Thailand? I answered this already. She performed good. I like her in her swimsuit. I thought her gown was kind of different because it was very sexy. May cut out in the middle to really give her that illusion. Alam mo kung ano yung ginagawa ni Rabia dun sa preliminary activities niya na she was always wearing these huge gowns that would expose their midriffs or torso to give that illusion of being tall on stage. Ganun ang ginawa ni ni Amanda kanina. Pero I still wasn't blown away. Probably because she did not do anything new. She still repeated, she still did the same execution as what we saw, as what we had seen during the Miss Universe Thailand finals. Nothing she was still the same effortless, beautiful girl who just, who just walk. Pero hindi yung talagang, ko, na talagang magiging memorable, na tatatak sa isip mo. Right? So for me, you can quote me on this, the strongest girls pa rin are India and Philippines. Yeah. Singapore, I love the pink gown. High fashion. High fashion, super. Ang ganda. Ang ganda. I really wouldn't be surprised if Bernadette makes it to top 21. Ang ganda. Kakaiba siya because all the girls were always, alam niyo naman sa Miss Universe, 'di ba, labanan ng paseksihan, labanan ng skin, kung skin, pero sa kanya, parang she was channeling a different persona, a very elegant and regal public figure in that pink. Ang tawag dun sa dress na yun, na nako-cover up yung I forgot the term, but it really looked good on her, and even the choice of color pink. Oh, France! I love France in the swimsuit competition. Ang ganda niya doon, guys. Mga bakla, aminin niyo, ang ganda ni France doon sa swimsuit round. Ang ganda. I was like stunned. Like, oh. Pero I couldn't say the same thing on the evening gown, as I think there were other girls who performed better than her during that round. But I love her makeup styling overall. Peru! Oh my God. Guys. She had me with her smiles. Pero there were two things that kind of underwhelmed me for her tonight. I did not like her hair straight. Hindi ko gusto. She could have sported huge waves, bombshell waves. Hindi talaga, it makes her look flat. Although maganda talaga yung mukha niya. And the gown that she wore, I wasn't impressed either, as I had seen other designs like that before. But she carried it well, but it's just that parang I wish she could have worn a better gown. But it wasn't bad either. It's just that, I don't know, I was probably expecting more. Alam mo yun, talagang paglabas niya talagang wow. Her look was good, but yeah, so sa swimsuit, di ko bet yung hair niya. I wish she did something, parang she jazzed it up a bit by wearing bombshell waves, and then sa evening gown, hindi ko rin type yung gown niya. But that's just me. India, I also did not like her gown. Gold, tapos, I don't know, for some reason, she shone brighter in the swim category. Pero she's still a contender, guys, don't get me wrong. So for me, ganun sila. So kung ini-issue niyo si Rabia sa akin na hindi siya nag-perform sa evening gown, ganun din nasasabihin ko sa inyo kay India. Pareho, so quits lang sila tonight ni Rabia. They both performed well in the swimsuit round, but may mga issues tayo sa kanila sa evening gown. How do you like Rabia's hair on evening gown, Kuya? As I said earlier, I did not like. I wish she put it in a bun instead to give a more dramatic look. Baka sakaling hindi ganyan katindi yung mga bashing nyo. What can you say about Miss Laos? She's pretty, pero you wouldn't be drawn so much to her because, alam mo yun, she is kind of blending in for me. Yeah. Nepal, yeah. She's a contender. She's really a strong contender. Romania did well. Pero kasi mas feeling ko umangat si Great Britain and si France kaysa sa kanya kanina. Although she looked her most beautiful kanina. And si Colombia, guys, why haven't you been asking me about Colombia? I think she's also one of the strong performers a while ago. Wow. Alam mo yung parang, ang ganda lang. I love her gown. Her swimsuit was also fun. She really killed it, in my opinion. Bakit din yung tinatanong sa akin si Colombia? Ang ganda rin ni Colombia. Bolivia. I think she performed decently, but there were other girls who really did better than her, in my opinion. Who else? I love Vietnam. Alam mo yun, I love Vietnam. Are there Vietnamese fans who are watching here? She really nailed it. I love how clean, fluid her walk for both rounds of the competition. And although I had issues with her gown, as I did not like the collar or the cut, she still worked the hell out of it. Ang ganda. I really appreciated her performance kanina. She really stood out for me. So well done, Vietnam. Oh, Panama. Oh my God, she and Costa Rica had two of the most amazing bodies, sexiest bodies in the competition. I love her pasarela as well. So yeah, for me, she performed better in prelims. Performed better in swimsuit than in evening gown. Yeah, Myanmar, I kept saying, Costa Rica had one of the best gowns tonight. The yellow gown really looked good on her, guys. You can quote me on that. Venezuela also had one of the best gowns tonight. Yung red off-shoulder dress niya was really good on her. She also had one of the best gowns. Tama, who's this? Calvin Patrick. Yes, matatakot ako kay Nepal at Jamaica. Yes. Ganito lang yan, guys eh. Ito tatanungin ko kasi I'm also going to do my final leaderboard soon. Right now, top 5 ko, India, Peru, Philippines, South Africa, Puerto Rico, Mexico. Silang 6. Pero top 5 yan. So hindi ko pa alam kung sino liligwakin ko. And then there are my dark horses, Nepal, Jamaica, and Iceland. So I don't know if I really want Nepal, because Nepal impressed me so much earlier today. I don't know who among my top 5-6 girls will I dislodge to give way for Nepal. Ganun kagaling si Nepal. It's ultimate dark horse. Canada really did well in her evening gown. I really loved it. I think she really had a moment on stage with that silver gown. Was it a gown made by Michael Cinco? That's a question I still need to research, because there were rumors that she no longer pushed through with her Michael Cinco gown, because upon learning that Michael Cinco was going to dress up another candidate. I think Mexico will not make the cut. I don't think so. Brazil, I love Brazil. Pero the problem with me, ang ganda ng gown niya. I really love her styling earlier. It was really... Teka, let me look at my notes. What did I say about Brazil? Brazil, ang ganda. She looks stunning. Finally, parang feeling ko she also had a moment there where we just appreciated how phenomenal she looked, not just in terms of her body, but because of her performance. She also has one of the sexiest bodies in the competition. And I also love her evening gown presentation. I think she's one of the performers tonight. Yeah. What do you think is the tinik of Rabia po? India is her biggest competition. Parang dati I used to think it would also be Australia, pero after seeing what Australia offered to us tonight, parang okay, it's gonna be between her and India. Yeah. Between her and India. And Nepal. and Nepal. Yeah. I think South Africa still has a high chance of making it to the top, to the winning circle. Probably the highest is third runner up, top 3, top 5. I don't know. She still has a good chance of sneaking in based on what I have been seeing from her. Pero I wish she would switch to a different gown because I really did not like her look kanina on the evening gown portion because I thought it was dated. Thoughts about USA's performance? Um, she really she really looks so beautiful kanina. But I know for a fact that USA will still make it. Dito ako kinakabahan kay USA. We keep underestimating her because she hasn't been looking the part, she hasn't been performing as what we had been expecting of her or befitting of what a typical Miss USA contestant looks and acts like, but I think she also has a strong chance of making it to top 5. I just can't make sense sinong ilalaglag ko again, given that all these 5 girls and my 3 dark horses are also performing. So I wouldn't count USA out of the competition just yet. Guys, I don't think Rabia would settle for a top 20 finish in the competition on Monday. Siguro pinaka-lowest placement is top 10, assuming ganun ang iniisip nyo about her gown performance. Pero knowing her caliber, knowing ang ganda-ganda ng laban niya sa competition, I don't think she will settle for anything less. So I think if you're gonna ask me categorically anong pinakamababa niya makukuha, I think it's top 10. The highest is top 5 or even reaching first runner-up. Or even the title if the stars will really align for her on Monday night. Yes, Rabia will do great on Monday. Who said that? Huh? Mr. Balandres, yes. Thailand already said the same thing. I already answered that. Sir, yung damit ni Miss Canada ay reuse na po. Nakita na sa Miss Colombia. Pero maganda sa kanya. Guys, hindi lang, wag niyo lang issuehin na si Canada lang yung parang na recycled, ganyan na reuse. Other contestants wore the same cuts and designs that from other competitions that we had seen before. Ang daming white, silver column gowns. Even yung kay Nepal na sinuot ni Nepal was something that we have seen before. Right? So, wala yun sa latest design ng evening gown. It's the girl's confidence and ability to carry herself in those portions of the competition that will matter more. Mexico and Uruguay's gowns have similar color schemes. Yeah, true. Pero ang ganda ng effect. Discuss ko na lang later mamaya sa commentary ko. Yeah, sino to? Calvin, Patrick, I agree with you. Sana may magsabi ng change hair lang kay Rabia. Uy, nawala ka. Yun, mag-change hair kay Rabia at camera angle. Hanapin ng camera. Yeah. Guys, for sure, as we speak, pinag-uusapan na yan nila Sir Jonas. You know why I am so confident that Rabia will still slay the hell out of it come Monday night? Kasi it reminds me so much of how we were so tentative about Janine Pulgonon's performance back in 2012. Remember, we also did not like her gown? Yung blue gown niya. Di ba remember nung presentation ng swimsuit competition? Nung preliminary evening gown competition ni Janine, she was just walking, she just modeled her gown from point A to B. Na parang lumakad lang siya, she did not work her gown to give a full effect on her performance. Pero come finals night, she gave us something different. Pinag-aralan na ni Sir Jonas. Kasi that was the only time I think Sir Jonas was able to see the dress. So, in between the days of preliminary competition and yung finals night, so pinag-aralan nila yung dress ni Janine. At ayun, kaya may mga flip si Janine na ginawa ng finals ng Miss Universe. So this is the same thing I'm also expecting that Rabia will do. Considering that, ayan, sabi niya she'll wear a different gown for sure. may nakahandang pasabog rin yan. So for sure, meron silang gagawing effect para syempre ka-crunch time na to eh. So talaga kailangan na lang talaga nila hanapin yung mababagay na look. Kung ako talaga tatanungin yung, I want her to really do that high bun look that she wore during the Muba Cosmetics shoot. Jamaica is another dark horse. JD Zoom. Who do you think is stronger po? Mexico, Peru, or Puerto Rico? Right now, after seeing everything, based from everything we have seen tonight, it's going to be Peru and Puerto Rico. Si Peru yung third place ko. What do you think of Puerto Rico's performance? I think she did absolutely phenomenal. She absolutely did well. I think for me, she had one of the best gowns tonight. And even though we keep pounding her for her styling, she still remedied it with her makeups, with her performance. Cambodia underperformed tonight. I'm so sorry. Bios Lola and Brazil performed well. She performed well on both rounds. How about India? India performed well in swimsuit but not so much in evening gown. Vanessa Landia, Mexico, Puerto Rico, Nepal, Jamaica, Cameroon, dark horse. True. Hindi, although I wouldn't put Puerto Rico as a dark horse, tsaka si Mexico kasi strong contender na talaga sila to begin with. Nanghina kasi si Rabia dahil sa mga negative vibes kahapon. Okay na nagsabi niyan. Lagi nyo na lang siya, masyado kayong critical sa bata. Grabe kayo. Kayo na lang kaya lumipad doon mag-compete. Tignan ko, pakita mo nyo sa amin kung gaano kayo kagaling para lahat kami nga. So dapat may opinion din kayo na pageant admins and vloggers sa mga choices ng gowns and national costume ng candidate natin for Miss U. Kasi nakikita now na hindi okay choices ng MUP org. Paano mo naman nasabing hindi maganda yung choices ng MUP org? Wala pa ako narinig na nag-complain na pangit ng gown ni Fern ever since he started his career as a fashion designer. I don't know. That's just my opinion. At kung talagang pangit nga talaga yung gown na yan, hindi nila para rampahin si Rabia ng naka-yellow gown. Right there and then sasabihin pala nila, no, I don't like how the gown fits Rabia. Pag finifit na nila yan, pag nagpa-practice sila ng pasarela nila. Ang ganda kaya. Hindi lang kasi kayo sanay kasi parang nakita nyo na kasi yung ganung design kay Miriam Kiambao, kay Lara Duta, na alam mo yun yung Venus cut na one-sided Venus cut na walang slit. Guys, ang fashion naman, bumabalik-balik lang naman yan eh. Kung anong uso ngayon, hindi magiging uso in the next few years. Pero babalik ulit yan. Cycle lang yan. 'Di ba? Ang ganda kaya, it made her look long and elegant. So I don't know what... Alam ko sa inyo. Rabia's performance was great. Two things. She must take her time walking her long gown and to wear her hair on a short top bun. True. The way it was styled during her Sherry Hill blue dress photo shoot. Amen. Who said this? Labo na mata ko. Guys, pasensya na nakasalamin ako kasi may kuliti ako eh. So pag gumaling kuliti ko, back to normal na ako. Oo nga eh, feeling expert sila eh. Hayaan mo sila. Sumali sila muna ng MUP. Tsaka natin sila pagbibigyan. The gown is stunning, yes. Hello Adam from Australia. You are doing great. I admire your thoughts. I know I love the gown. When you see her gown, you stop halfway and look up to her face. Yes! True. Rate 1 to 10 sa gown ni Rabia. 8. What do you think Rabia sporting a bun styling for the finals? That's what I have been saying. That's what I have been saying all this time since the live started. For me, Australia underperformed. Nicaragua performed decently. Pero ang dami kasi mas magagaling sa kanya eh. Pero ang ganda rin ng lakad niya kanina. Very fluid, very clean. I love her styling. I love her face. She has one of the most beautiful faces in the competition. Okay. Indonesia, she also performed. I just did not like her color, her swimsuit. Hindi matchy red and green. We all know that catwalk is IU's strongest forte in the competition. So she did well. I also love her styling. I really love her styling. In fact, she had one of the best gowns in the competition. And I'll tell you why later in my next content. Love Miss Czech Republic. Yeah, she has a beautiful face. Pero wala. France talaga. And Iceland, yan. Alam mo, ito na lang ano ko problema ko si France, si Iceland, natatabunan si Romania. Dati si Romania yung number 1 ko sa Europe, pero for some reason itong si France tsaka si Iceland na ano si Romania, na elbow for some reason. Pero Romania is still in contention na, don't get me wrong. Malay natin, mataas pala score niya sa judges kanina. Di natin masasabi. Dami kong hamas. Oo nga guys, bilog lang ang bola. Hindi lang talaga tayo sanay. Hindi lang kayo talaga sanay. Colombia performed the hell out of it. Ang ganda niya ng gown. I love the silver and blue gown that she wore. She really stood out in the competition, and even her walk in swimsuit was very strong. What did you say again? Ken Rabia pause. Siguro medyo kinakabahan nga si Rabia. Ibigay na natin yun sa kanya. Siguro, alam mo yun, yung expectation, yung pressure, naiisip niya. And ibigay natin yun sa kanya. And now that naranasan niya na yun, o alam na niya ang dapat niyang gawin sa finals, I did not like Miss Peru's evening gown, guys. Pasensya na. Although she really looked beautiful on her styling there. It's just that the gown, yung see-through was something I have seen before. Hindi ko bet. Ako lang yun opinion ko lang yun Pero maganda siya. Pero sa swimsuit, sana she wore her hair differently because the straight hair is making her look flat. Indonesia's smile was not natural, it was forced. Sanay kasi sa high fashion si ate eh. So alam mo yon, drama. So siguro it's something that she's not used to yet. Pero I think she did okay. Puerto Rico showed Puerto Rico showed how to Puerto Rico showed bow to the Queen vibe during the evening gown presentation. Yes, true. Sila ni Mexico ang best performers ko kanina sa gown. And you can quote me on that. Rate Rabia's gown. Rate Rabia's swimsuit performance, 10. Thank you, Chris. You always rock, Adam. So I have one question for you. Do you think it's a mistake to get a highfalutin excellent yet pageant newbie designer like Fern for this competition? No. Kasi alam yun, I get why they chose Fern for this competition because they want something new. They want something different this time around. Remember, Fern hasn't dressed up any pageant personality or any aspiring beauty queen since he started his career as a fashion designer. And you know naman how we have marveled all his past creations na talagang even Hollywood celebrities would line up just for him to dress them up. Pero siguro dahil it's his first time in pageantry, so he's still trying to learn the ropes. Pero if I were MUP, I would still get him for a future for a future gig. I mean, ang ganda rin ng swimsuit. Guys, ang ganda ng swimsuit niya collection niya for MUP last year. Aminin niyo yan. Ang ganda nung cape. 'Di ba? Kasi guys, ano bang ayoko na magsalita. Kasi guys, sanay si Sir Fern bihisa ng mga royalties sa Middle East. So, aralin niyo rin yung aesthetic niya. Ako, I wasn't surprised when he came out with that, when Rabia came out with that fern dress because I was already expecting that dress would be something different. Hindi siya yung run-of-the-mill pageant gown na talagang, alam mo yun, high slit, sheer, nude, embellish, na talagang tama nga yung naisip ko na it would only be in one color. And tama nga, nakita natin yellow lang. 'Di ba? Pero even though the cut was very simple, she more than made it up with all those details na probably hindi natin na-appreciate because of the poor lighting of the stage. At kaya kayo naghuhurumentado na ang pangit. Lalo na when Rabia, Rabia showed her back. Ang ganda ng back details ng dress niya. Hindi lang natin kasi naha-highlight because of the fast camera angling, because of the poor lighting. For sure, the judges and even the fans who were there in the arena or in the auditorium would be giving a different opinion. So that's my answer. I would still get Fern for a future MUP cake. Top 10 preliminary competition. Ito yung mga nag-perform talaga sa akin. 6. Based on what I have seen tonight. Saan ba yun? Mexico, Puerto Rico, Philippines, Jamaica, Nepal. There's another one eh. Ano yung sinabi ko? Balikan nyo na lang. 6 yun eh. Philippines, Nepal, Jamaica, Mexico, Canada, and Puerto Rico. Those were the girls who performed strongly earlier. And you can quote me on that again. Yes, kasama si Rabia doon. And India as well. There was India. Maybe the people expected too much because of Bella Ismael's gown during MUPH. Siguro, hindi ko masabi. Hindi ko masabi kung si Sir Fern at si Rabia nag-usap prior kung anong gustong design ni Rabia. Yan ang hindi ko pwedeng yan ang hindi ko pwedeng ma-confirm pa, magtatanong pa ako. Kasi kay Bella Ismael, definitely may collaboration na ganap. Kasi nakita mo naman, it enhanced Bella's assets in that round. Kasi nga, alam mo yon, nagmukha siyang Disney princess na ang flowy ng dress na nagawa niya yung signature walk niya. And napakita niya yung background niya, yung personality and background niya as a ballerina. Feeling ko natatabunan yung how about Curacao? She performed okay. Hindi ko siya napansin. I'm sorry guys. Mas napansin ko pa sa kanya si Costa Rica who was the girl before her. And si Czech Republic who was the girl after her. Pero she performed okay. Hindi ko gusto yung gown niya, to be honest. Hindi ko gusto. I think the color of her gown, I think it was blue. Was it? Kind her wash her out on stage. Si Dominican Republic, ang lakas din ng stage presence, guys. So yun, guys. Kaya overall, you keep feeling ko matatabunan yung ibang frontrunner ng mga dark horses ngayong Lunes. Yan din ang pakiramdam ko. Watch out for Jamaica, Nepal, and Iceland. Pero out of the 3, si Nepal yung binabantayan ko ngayon. Humaharurot si Nepal ngayon. At hindi na ako magugulat kung mangyari yon. Sino ang hindi mo ini-expect na nag-perform? Si Cameroon. Si Cameroon. Bongga si Cameroon kanina. Pasok na siya sa top 21 ko based off from what we have seen from her. Sino pa yung mga hindi ko ini-expect na nag-perform? Si USA. Sino pa? Yun lang, kasi the rest naman, we expected them to perform talaga eh. Ang hindi ko talaga inasahan na hindi nag-perform, si Australia tsaka si Cambodia. Si Chile naman, parang feeling ko OA yung swimsuit turn niya. Pero bawing-bawi sa face. Tsaka gusto ko rin yung gown niya kanina. And si Argentina, maganda ang swimsuit niya kanina. Who else? Who else did I miss, guys? Ay, Russia's performance. I think she did well during the evening gown competition because she really looked like a real life Barbie doll in that blue tie high slit gown. Wow, she really looked like a royalty there. I'll reveal my top 10 evening gown picks later tonight. Yes, si Chile nagigets ko na medyo overhype ko. Maybe I was expecting more, pero yeah. Who else? So overall, guys, I think you keep asking the same questions, but overall, Rabia is still pretty much in contention for the title. You can quote me on that. Her performance kanina in evening gown, no matter how much you perceive it bad, is still going to propel her to the top. Do you think you can see already the prelims that has the potential that can be the next Miss Universe? Yes. 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 Brazil did great, that's true. Guys, alam nyo, imbis na mag-bash kayo kay Rabia ngayon, i-uplift na lang natin siya, i-encourage natin siya to still do her very best. And I am not worried about her chances. We also did the same thing to our previous Miss Universe Philippines delegates. Isa-isahin natin. Si Venus, hindi niya type yung gown kasi ang laki ng bow. Si Shamsi, although maganda yung gown, parang nakukulangan kayo pa rin dahil parang, alam mo yon, reserve ang personality. Si Janine, nung hindi kayo natuwa sa gown. Si Ara, nainis kayo dahil hindi planchado daw yung gown, tsaka yung buhok niya panginang. Ano naman na si diba? So, lahat may issue tayo eh, diba? Even yung, ano ba? Even yung, so far, even yung gown ni Gazzini last year, sabi niyo mabigat, pero ang ganda-ganda naman on stage. Nagkataon lang yung lighting ng stage nung prelim sa Atlanta, hindi umakma sa dramatic effect na ini-envision sana ng team niya. Kasi ini-expect nila non stage na black para lumitaw yung gold, yung parang mag-stand out, lumutang palalo si Gazzini noon. Pero dahil nga last minute yung Atlanta hosting at hindi na paghandaan yung production, kaya ganyan. Kaya na ganyan na nangyari sa performance ni Gazzini. Diba? Pero I don't think the gown pulled her down. Diba? It's just that siguro there were other girls who performed better than her during the prelim interview. Yes, ang pasarela ni Chile makalat, then trying hard. Yun din na napansin ko, lalo na ng swimsuit. Parang bumorderline OA. Yeah, siguro sa Miss Grand, pero sa Miss Grand ma-appreciate siya. Probably. Anong masasabi mo kay PR? Nakwento ko na yan kanina. Ay, nasabi ko na yan. Laos performance, decent. She's kind of blending in. Hindi siya nagsa-stand out for me. Sorry guys. Mas napapansin ko pa yung ibang Asian delegates. So guys, there you go. I think I'm almost done with my live. Nasagot ko na lahat. Para nasabi ko na kung sino yung mga hindi nag-perform at sino yung mga bet ko, sino yung mga feeling ko nag-perform kanina. I need to share this with you, Adam. Rabia should excel in all angles by this time kasi ang daming competition. Her ace factor is as flawless, is a flawless, impeccable performance and step up. She still performed well for me. Yung gown lang medyo meron lang tayong issue sa kanya sa gown, pero kayang-kaya niyang maremedyohan yan sa Monday. Kasi at least alam na niya, okay, alam ko na itsura ko pag lalabas ako ng stage, just mag-smile ako more. I will give a stronger impression. So siguro na overwhelmed lang yung bata kanina. Okay guys, I think that's about it. Thank you all for joining me in my live chat with you guys. I really appreciate all your feedback. Talagang medyo nagkakapareho rin tayo ng mga content. And tonight I'll upload my best picks, my top 10 best in swimsuit and evening gown. Tomorrow I'll release my predictions. Kinakabahan ako kasi parang feeling ko ang daming dark horses na lumaban kanina. Kaysa sa mga perceived frontrunners ko. So medyo matinding mag-iisip ako ng bonggang-bongga mamaya. Hindi ko alam. Ay, yun lang. Alright guys. See you. No, I don't usually wear glasses. It's just that the reason why I'm using glasses is because I have an eye problem right now. I have a sty. And it's already healing, but I don't want you guys to see my kulite or sty. That's why I'm camouflaging it by wearing an eyeglass. May idea na ako kung anong color na susuotin ni Rabia sa final. Siyempre hindi ko sasabihin. Pero it's still going to be a bright color. Oops. Alright guys. Take care guys. Abangan niyo yung content ko tonight and yung predictions ko. And magkita-kits tayo for another live reaction chat. Siguro a few hours after Miss Universe Finals. Alright guys? Huwag niyo nang i-bash si Rabia ha. Maawa kayo sa bata. Huwag niyo nang kuyugin ha. She is performing the best of her abilities to make us all proud ha. Huwag kayong ganyan ha. Nakakahiya kayo. Imbis na i-uplift, encourage natin yung bata to do her very best. Meaning nitpick nyo, tinitear nyo apart, tinitear nyo down yung bata. Mamaya iiyak na naman yan. Kayo talaga wala na kayong ginawa kung kayo, alam mo tayo talaga tayong mga pageant fans talaga ang sisira sa kumpiyansa ng sarili nating kandidata. At pag nangyari yun, may isang delegate na talagang wala. Si Rabia, concentrate sa pagpa-please. Pinipressure natin si Rabia, tapos piniplease niya tayo ng piniplease para wala kayong masabi sa kanya. Dahil sa kakaganyan niya, baka may isang candidate na bubulusok na lang na hindi na lang natin makikita sa Monday na mananalo ng corona. At mag-aaway-aaway na naman tayo sa comment section sa lahat ng mga pageant platforms para i-discuss yun. Kaya guys, ngayon pa lang, change your tack. I-uplift nyo si Rabia. Suportahan natin siya. Kailangan niya ng suporta natin ngayon. These will be the next 2 days will be the most crucial days of her life because she needs to have that right mindset to attack or to strategize, to implement her game plan for Monday. Quote me on this, pasok siya sa top 21. For kung ano yung pinakita niya sa Halabirawo kanina, she gave one of the solid performance there. Yun ang din ang gagawin niya sa top 21. Now, when we get to top 10, that's going to be another story. Kasi, kailangan ngayon pa lang, she and her team have to decide what the best look for her in the competition. Para tuloy-tuloy siya, marinig na natin siya magsalita sa top 5. Yun ang ipag-pray natin. Find the best look for her in the evening gown para makapasok siya sa top 5. And once she gets in the top 5, mabigyan siya ni Lord ng wisdom and confidence to answer the question, to hit her question right. Alright guys, ingat kayo, okay? Take care guys. See you on our next live chat session. Bye!